The Pharaoh on The View basically said the United States in 2025 is not as bad as Iran in 2025. And Whoopi Goldberg said, not if you're black. Not if you're black.
The internet is divided because of what Whoopi Goldberg said on The View. Let's talk about it. Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So you guys know the TV talk show The View. There's this conversation that is going on that's gotten everybody divided, especially in the black community. So Whoopi Goldberg and another co-host of her, they were having the conversation where the co-host was talking about how people in Iran have it way more worse than people in America. And Whoopi Goldberg was like, don't say that because you can speak from a white person point of view, but I can speak from a black person point of view. Black people don't have it easy too in America. So what black people are going through could easily and be equivalent to what people in Iran are going through. And they went back and forth with the conversation, and the woman was talking about how women in Iran were not allowed to be free. They can't dress the way they want. They can't open their hair. And Whoopi Goldberg went on to talk about how black people were just allowed to vote just in 1960 something. That was when black people had the right to vote, and that a lot of black people will not agree to that statement. A lot of black people will tell you that they are living in hell in America. And this has struck an entire conversation that some people agree with what Whoopi Goldberg said, some people disagree with what Whoopi Goldberg said. So I'm going to play the clip of that interaction. Then you let me know what you think about it, if you agree with what Whoopi Goldberg said or not, if you disagree and why. Anyway, guys, let's go check out the video, people's response to it, and then I'll come back and let you guys know if I agree with what Whoopi Goldberg said and if I disagree with it. So let's go check it out, and then we'll come back and talk more.
But the Iranians literally throw gay people off of buildings. They don't adhere to basic human rights.
Listen, here's the thing. Let's not do that, because if we start with that, we have been known in this country to tie gay folks to the car.
I'm sorry, but where the Iranian regime is today in 2025 is nothing compared to the United States.
Black people. So
it is not even the same. I couldn't step foot wearing this outfit.
Wait. That's not what you mean to say. It is the same.
No, it's not. The year 2025 in the United States is nothing like if I step foot wearing this outfit in Toronto.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Well, they were like listen, I can't have my hair showing. I can't wear a skirt. I can't have my arms out.
I'm telling you, as a...
I literally said it was up to the Iranian people.
Yes,
it is up to them.
And that's why I am saying that it is the same. Someone for their difference is not good, whoever does it. It's not good. So that's why I said you weren't saying what I heard was not what you meant.
I think it's very different to live in the United States in 2025 than it is to live in Iran.
Not if you're black.
Not for everybody.
Not if you're black.
Guys, don't go to Tehran. Do not anyone at this table should go to Tehran.
Let me tell you about being in this country. This is the greatest country in the world. But, yeah, I know that, and we all know that. But every day, we are worried. Do we have to be worried about our kids? Are our kids going to get because they're running through somebody's neighborhood? They are not big deals, and I don't mean to say they're not big deals to you, because that's not what I meant.
And they are not doing well there either. They are not doing well in Iran. They are not educated. They cannot have property. They cannot leave things.
I'm talking about here.
Nobody wants to diminish the very real problems we have in this country. That is no one's intent. But I think it's important we remember there are places much darker than this country and people who deserve rights.
Not everybody feels that way. Not everybody feels that way. Listen, I'm sorry. You know, when you think about the fact that we got the vote in 1965.
Okay, they don't have free and fair elections in Iran. It's not even the same universe.
They can't go out of their house. Women.
You know what? There's no way I can make you understand.
No, let me try something. It's like try to reverse roles with a black person in this country, let's say, because I think that's what you're talking about.
Yes.
Just try to understand from their point of view. From that point of view, this country does not do them well. Does not go for them.
I completely acknowledge that.
And we shouldn't compare atrocities.
If you're talking about Iran, of course, is doing worse things. But relatively speaking.
Whoopi Goldberg, you are worth tens of millions of dollars because you're good at playing make-believe on camera and think that your experience as a black woman is as difficult as being oppressed in Iran? You know what? Let's play the comparison game. In Iran, women get arrested for not wearing hijabs or for dancing in public. Yet black people here can twerk publicly while basically wearing dental floss without any issue. In Iran, adultery leads to 100 lashings. In America, Jay-Z made millions of dollars by cheating on Beyonce. You can try being gay in Iran, but good luck keeping your head on your shoulders. Literally. Meanwhile, in America, we give DEI hiring priority to gay black people. In Iran, you cannot drink alcohol, you cannot protest, and arguably the most ironic point is that in Iran, you cannot criticize the government online, yet here you are, a black woman complaining about racial oppression from the government on a nationally syndicated television show. Whoopi, please stop putting this delusional victim mentality into the minds of your viewers. Being black in America is a life of freedom and privilege, so don't disrespect real victims of oppression again.
Can someone tell Whoopi Goldberg she's rich and black? You mean life as a black American is just as bad as living in Iran? Women couldn't even speak for a certain amount of time in Iran. Whoopi, you couldn't go outside in your favorite fit in Iran. Also, America has the most black millionaires in the entire world. Whoopi Goldberg, you're one of them. There is not one black person in this entire country that would trade places with anybody in Iran. The craziest part of the situation is nobody opposed Goldberg's ridiculous ass statement, and even that girl at the end that tried to, she had to back down. She didn't want to be the racist lady of the day. How is that fair though? Just because Whoopi Goldberg is black, she has to be telling the truth about black people having it hard in America. She has to be right. Get the out of here. She said it herself that America is the best country in the world. So if that's the case, the are you on about? Whoopi Goldberg's takes are just miss after miss after miss, and I like Whoopi Goldberg. At least I did. Oh, happy day. I was loving that shit. That one lady in the middle trying to back up Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, she's right. Black people, they have it hard. Woof. You don't want to be black in America. Woof.
The Pharaoh on The View basically said the United States in 2025 is not as bad as Iran in 2025. And Whoopi Goldberg said, not if you're black. Not if you're black. Then you got Sunny on the side co-signing what she says. Are you kidding me? Whoopi, you are a multi-millionaire black woman sitting on national television comparing what it is like to live in Iran versus being black in America. That should tell you right there the difference between Iran and living in America. The freedom that you have to even express that on national television should tell you the difference between Iran and America. We're talking about women who can't even wear their hair in public. We're talking about a country where freedom of speech and freedom of religion is non-existent. We're talking about a country where real tyranny actually exists. Meanwhile, y'all can freely march the streets screaming that Trump is a king with no type of penalty. We're living in a time where we should be united, yet y'all on The View continuously preach division, and it is just,
So Auntie Whoopi Goldberg and her co-host got into a back and forth on The View because Auntie Whoopi said that being black in America is similar to living in Iran. Well, that's actually not even what she said, but it doesn't matter. My point is that I'm not arguing with anybody who's not black about what it's like to be black in America. Hell, I'm not arguing with anybody who's not black about what it's like to be black, period. Actually, let me revise that one more time. I'm not even arguing with nobody who is black about what it's like to be black anywhere. It's just not happening. And honestly, I don't even really care if people agreed with what she said or not. Your stance simply doesn't matter to me. Because unless you've been black in America, please don't talk to me about being black in America. And then her co-host started talking about there being places in the world with things happening that are way darker than what's happening in America to black folks in 2025. Is you cool for real? I'm not even, are you cool? You don't even need to bring that topic up around me, because as soon as you start talking, I'm going to tell you to stop. Just like that. I don't care how you feel about it. Don't talk to me.
Whoopi Goldberg just compared the black experience in 2025 to the same experience as people in Iran. Whoopi Goldberg, an EGOT winner, an ugly black EGOT winner, just compared the black experience in 2025 to Iran. Since we discrediting other people's experience, you lying, Whoopi. That's not my experience as being a black woman in 2025 in the United States and that has lived in the Royal South all my life. That ain't my experiences. Since if anybody discriminating against you, it's because you're ugly inside and outside. It's not because you're black. Even if you were white, you're ugly. I'm so tired of Whoopi and other celebrities acting like being black is such a fucking burden. Can we all agree that it's time for this fucking show to go off the air? Cancel this shit.
Whoopi Goldberg was not wrong about what she said on The View yesterday. She was 1,000% correct.
Okay.
If you don't know what it's like to be black in America, you can't dictate and tell black people what our lived experiences are in America. Shorty on The View, some white lady that she was going back and forth with was talking about you can't compare the black experience of being black in America to what's going on in Iran. I can compare whatever the hell I want to. Do you know the dark history of this country and what they done to black folks? You kidding me? And then old girl tried to use an example about gay people getting thrown off of roofs in Iran. So you never heard of Matthew Shepard? Mind you, he was white. He was a white gay man. God bless his soul, but he was a white gay man. Remember the things the men did to him? Now imagine what they used to do to black queer people, what they still doing to black queer people to this day. Just because bombs are not getting dropped on top of our heads, don't mean we're not going through what we're going through in this country. The way y'all minimize anti-blackness is insane. And Whoopi, you better not apologize. You better not apologize. Stand on business, stand on your 10s, please.
Okay.
Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. She's not wrong for what she said at all.
Just because the black woman's experience in the United States of America doesn't amount to a Muslim woman's experience in Iran doesn't make it any less important. Doesn't make it any less significant. Doesn't make it any less problematic. I watched that whole exchange between Whoopi Goldberg and Alyssa on The View, and it just infuriated me. Black women are the most educated people in this country, and I will take that to the grave. They are the most qualified people in this nation, and they have to go above and beyond just to get a percentage of what everybody else gets. And they don't even get appreciation for the things it is that they do. And I really witnessed that in last year's election. You had Kamala Harris, once a senator, attorney general, vice president of the United States, first female black vice president of the United States of America, who had policies, who had plans, who had a trajectory she wanted to put the United States on. And she got ridiculed, she got bashed, and she got put down by a man who had just been charged for essaying women, a man who botched the handling of COVID-19, a man who crashed our economy because of his poor handling of COVID-19 and a variety of other different things. They chose that over someone who was qualified. So no, the black woman's experience may not be as brutal as a Muslim woman's experience in Iran. However, it doesn't make it any less significant because it's what they're going through here. It's what they're dealing with here.
I agree.
They don't live in any other country. They live in the United States of America. And attention should be brought to it. And things should be done to change it. A black woman has to get multiple degrees just to get a quarter of what a white man gets at his job. And they would probably do circles around him. It wasn't that long ago that black women and black people in general were able to even vote. So I don't appreciate what Alyssa said on The View and trying to put down what Whoopi Goldberg was trying to make and the point she was trying to make. It's the black woman's experience in this country. And it's just as important as anybody else's.
I just saw a clip of The View. When I tell you I'm sick of Sarah and that other one down there, let me tell y'all what she wanted to say. but Whoopi kept cutting her off. She should have let her hung herself, because she wanted to say what's going on in Iran does not equate to the things that we experience as black people. And when she said we're just able to vote 1965, she was about to say, so what? But she didn't say that. She said, but the Iranians don't get a chance to vote in an election, fair, free election. What makes you think this election was fair? Because I beg to differ. But then if we go on and say that, we're crazy. Because we heard out of his mouth, he said, thank you, Elania. Yeah, he helped him. And not just financially. Because he's smart. He got the computers. When I tell you I'm so sick of her. And Joy tried to explain to them, like, you all want to sit up there and say, well, it's a difference. It's a difference in your white skin. On top of, she's an immigrant. I don't know if she's an immigrant or she's first generation. And Sarah, oh my God, just shut up. They try to be so political and so correct while overlooking black people and what we deal with every day. Sundown towns. Literally, 1960s white people could rape us and not do a day. Emmett Till. Yeah. So don't try to act like what's going on in Iran is just as worse. I don't know why we're comparing. I forgot to add, when she talked about that election, she must forgot they used to tell black people they used to have to count the marbles in the jar in order to vote.
So please go down in the comment section and let me know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. But as always, please keep it respectful. You're on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead and share your thought. Do you agree with what Whoopi said, or do you disagree with what Whoopi said? So please, guys, we're just here to have conversation. Please. And I know you can go crazy with this type of conversation, but please, let's be respectful, okay? For me personally, like 2, 3, 4 things can be right at the same time. What Whoopi said, it's not far-fetched. Like the struggle of black people, especially black women in the United States, it's fat. It's nothing should be taken away from that struggle. Nothing should be taken away from the oppression that comes with being a black person in America, especially being a black woman in America. And she is a black woman. So she's allowed to express our own belief. Whatever is happening in Iran is also valid because a lot of women are also being oppressed, and it is valid. But let's take it this way. In Iran, a lot of the things that's happening in Iran comes from their culture and then religion. Their culture normally, it's very finicky, like especially when it comes to the Middle East and all that. There's this certain degree that women don't have a voice, and at a particular point in time, women in America, especially black women in America, were those type of women. So whatever this group of women or people are going through, it is valid, and I don't know why we're comparing them side by side. I feel like those struggles are very valid, and it's not a struggle that should be compared side by side. It's all individual, and this is why, like, I don't like when things are being put into a box, things are being made. It is what black people, what black women are going through. It's a thing. It's a thing. What Iranians are going through, what women in Iran are going through, it's a thing, and it's valid. So I don't even understand why we're trying to, and I feel like this is even a human thing subconsciously, where if somebody said this thing is bad, somebody tried to look for what is worse than, they say, you think that one is bad, that one is not as bad as this. No, it takes away from everybody's experience. Well, everybody, it's bad for that person. That person is the one feeling it and going through it. So it's bad. It's going to break the person. It's going to mentally F the person up. Yes. The other person's own, whatever they're going through, it's also going to mess the person up. And it should not be compared. It should not be put side by side. I've gotten this conversation, especially when I talk about, I know I'm going to bring relationship into this, especially when I talk about my relationship with my husband, and people are like, oh, you have it all good, so why are you against marriage? I'm allowed to go against it. Whatever I'm going through in it is what I'm going through, and it's valid for me to say, I don't like the structure of marriage. Talking about, oh, how, no. Well, black people in America have it more better. Okay. Yeah, yes, the black people in America could probably come and have a certain level of privilege that maybe other black people don't have. But also at the same time, they also have a downside on privilege that other people have. And it's valid. It is valid. So I feel like when we talk, when we have conversation like this, I don't see the need for comparison. I don't see the need for comparison. Same thing as me, even as a black person, I can't even speak for the African American woman in America. I cannot, because as much as I can empathize and feel their pain, whatever they're going through, it's different from what I'm going through as a black woman. Everybody has their own thing. As a black woman from Africa, my struggle is different from the black woman from the United States. And it's fine. And you guys know how much I love, see, you guys know I love the Middle East. I'm always in Lebanon. Like, I love Lebanon. Personally, that's like my second country. But I can tell you, the struggle I go through as a black woman from Africa in Lebanon is different from the struggle an African-American woman will go through as a black woman in Lebanon. We're both black women. We both look alike. But we have two different passports. We're from two different parts of the world. The struggle is different. But that does not mean whatever I'm going through is not valid, or whatever she's going through is not valid. So please, let's just kill the whole comparison thing. What everybody's going through, you might not understand it, you might not get it, because it's not, you've never gone through it, you will never go through it. I get it. Respect the fact that you will never go through it, and just respect it and agree that it is valid. Anyway, guys, go ahead and share your thoughts. Okay, share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.